Yeah, Dan and Tashani, good morning to both of you. Police have confirmed this was indeed a friendly fire incident. The cop who was injured in that shootout is expected to be released from Brookdale Hospital at some point today. NYPD top brass hailing that officer a hero. They say he and his partner jumped into action and performed CPR on the suspect, who was bleeding from the chest, while the injured cop realized he was shot himself. A suspect, by the way, who is said to have more than 20 prior arrests.
Make no mistake, the events that occurred on the Sutter Avenue station platform were the results of an armed perpetrator who was confronted by our officers doing the job we asked him to do.
Interim NYPD Police Commissioner Tom Donlin marked one of his first few days on the job addressing a high-profile shooting in Brooklyn, during which an officer, a suspect, and 2 innocent bystanders were injured. According to the NYPD, just after 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, 2 73rd Precinct officers were patrolling the Sutter Avenue station when they noticed a man dodge the fare.
The officers immediately follow him. It's 3 flights up to the platform of the elevated train line. The officers are asking him to stop. The male is refusing to stop. At a certain point on the platform, the male, he mutters the words, "I'm going to kill you if you don't stop following me."
Chief of Department Jeffrey Madry says the situation escalated from there, with a northbound L train pulling into the station and the suspect jumping on board. The officers followed him onto the train and became aware that he was armed with a knife. According to Madry, the cops fired their tasers, which were not effective in subduing the suspect. The suspect got off the train and then charged at one of the officers with the knife.
Both officers at this point fire. They fire multiple rounds, and the male goes down. They're able to handcuff him and then subdue him. While they're subduing him, one of the officers realized that he's hit as well.
The officer was hit underneath his left armpit. Police say he was wounded by shrapnel in the lower extremities and his face. The 37-year-old suspect, in the meantime, was struck multiple times in the torso.
We have cameras on the platform, cameras in the mezzanine, so there will be no question of what took place.
During the confrontation, 2 other people were hit by gunfire. A 49-year-old man was shot in the head and in critical condition. A 26-year-old woman was also grazed by a bullet. Police say the suspect has a significant arrest history, plus a history of mental illness.
The question needs to be answered. Why was this dangerous individual who was arrested numerous amounts of times, why was he out in the streets of the city of New York?
Interim Commissioner Donlin, who's only been on the job since Thursday, by the way, says he's talked to the officer who was injured and that the officer is in good spirits. He is thankfully expected to make a full recovery. We're told the suspect was also stabilized. For now, we're live here, though, outside Brookdale Hospital. Tashani, back to you.